Hey you guys, welcome back to Michigan Farms map. Today we're going to do a tutorial on sugar beets. As you can see, sugar beet is a root crop. You can feed it to your cattle and your pigs. Yeah, your cattle and your pigs. You don't need it for the sheep and you don't need it for the chickens. So what we're going to do first is we're going to I came in here and I kind of already harvested this, but we're going to show you, this is what it looks like when you come in. Most times they will have already harvested the crop. So we're going to, with a cultivator, now there are some cultivators that won't do this, I found out. So, start my timer. Oh, I'm sorry. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to cultivate it. We're going to get the ground ready to go. We're going to do everything we need to do. I think I'll just put this guy on a worker, maybe. And put him on a worker. We'll let that guy go. He's going to cultivate. But once you get it cultivated, actually, let's just we'll stop there. We'll go over here. Just turn around, cultivate this part. There we go. Wanted to get a bigger cultivator, but cultivating will also, if you have crops in the ground, it will take the crop out. So like this, you can see I'm destroying the crop. I'm cultivating it. So if you don't want the crop, just get a cultivator and go through the whole thing and it'll take the crop out. We're just going to go ahead and do like this. So that'll be our first step. You cultivate it. Alright, so we're done cultivating, and we'll move this guy into this other field. So like I said, we're on Michigan Farms map, and we're just gonna, alright, so there we go. Now you got to get your planter. You have to get the one that, if you look at it where it says select seed, if you go triangle, it says sugar beet. So we're gonna just lower some. We're going to lower the seeder. We're going to turn on the seeder. We're going to set this guy on a worker because I don't have any seed. Okay, so you have to have seed in there in order to, if you're going to do it yourself, if you put it on a worker. So there's your seeds. You're seeding. Bam. You're growing sugar beet. Okay. That's what it looks like when it's, okay, so this is, you can get a disc harrower and you can do this. Now you can get a seeder or a cultivator and you can do this. This right here. This is what it looks like when it's seeded. This is what it looks like when it's cultivated and seeded. Not sure what happened, but I don't know why. Oh, I bet you I didn't. Anyways, anyway. So we're going to let him go and finish doing that. Now, once you get that done and your seeds have all grown up, alright, we're going to fold that up. We don't need him anymore. Not real sure why he didn't finish. Let's look at that real quick. Yeah, so some parts have this. This is harrowed. Yeah. Anyhow. There we go. So we have seed in the ground. You have seed in the ground. That's all I wanted to show you. That's how you do. That's what you do. You have to put seed in the ground, just like everything else. Alright, so there's two ways once your crop is ready to be harvested that you can do it. And I'm going to show you both ways. So first off, it's going to tell you right here that remove the foliage. So you have to remove the foliage first. So you go into, and all the stuff that I have is at Mod Hub. So you can go into Mod Hub, get I have the JCB, but we have it's like a foliage, defoliager, I guess is what you call it. So we're going to turn on, turn on. What we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to take off the tops. And we'll just do some quick here. If you look behind you, so now you've taken off the tops. But yet you can still see that there's Sugarbeat in there. There's Sugarbeat in there. So again, we'll put that on a worker and let them go for a little bit. Now, once you get that done, like I said, there's Sugarbeat still in there. So we've already come and we've done the tops of these, taken off the foliage. This says ready to harvest. Okay. So again, in the Mod Hub, there is it's a Rooster 604. It's a Sugarbeat harvester. And this is where you can do it by this is like two-step. You can do it this way. Lower the header, turn on the header. Now this is going to pick up the root out of the field. Okay. Goes kind of slow, but you can see. I don't know if you can see it or not. Look at there. Whoops, right. Dang it. Right there. There's your root crop coming out. Okay. So that's going into this bin, and then you would empty this bin when it gets full. I don't know where my bin is. There's my bin. You can just barely see it. There's my bin. It's full. When it gets full, you're going to unload it into a trailer. But this is what it looks like now. So you can see there's no more roots in the ground. You've already harvested them. So at this point, then you would come along, you would cultivate it, and then you would seed it again. So that's one way of doing it. The other way is they have an actual all-in-one contained machine. Now, all you have to do is you'll have to go into the Mod Hub under Beat Technology. Okay, and as you can see, I already have 69% in there. So the header of this, you'll have to buy the header. So this is, I don't know how many, but it's in Mod Hub. And all it does is it's one big machine. It takes off the foliage, it picks up the root, and it puts it into, and I'll show you once we get moving. I don't know if I can get up there or not otherwise. Well, anyways, but it puts it in this bin right here. There's a bin there, but I'll show you here. So once you get all this put together and your sugar beets are ready to be harvested, you can do it this way. It's one step. Costs a lot more to buy this than it does the other two. Lower the header, turn on the harvester, and again, what I'm going to do is, see this guy here? So he is still, he's taking off the heads of the sugar beet. So we're going to stop him. We don't need him anymore. So again, like I said, that's one way to do it. Here's the other way. You lower your head and you turn on your harvester. And again, you can do this by yourself. Just press the gas button, and as you can see down there, it's picking up, the first part's taking off like the heads of the crop, and we're going to put him on a worker, And as you can see, it's coming over here. It's picking up the root as it goes, and it's putting it into that hopper right there. So there you go. So that's the other way to do it. So let's do this for a little bit. We will fill up we'll fill up one load worth. Alright, that's enough. Alright, so then we take this. You would take this over to, and again, after you get done doing that, you would come and cultivate that, and you would then plant that section that you'd cultivate. So then you would come over here, and it's not going to let me do that because I have a full bin of I have a full bin. Now, like I said, you can use these for your pigs. Need a root crop. You can do pigs. I'm going to do a potato tutorial also. Or you could use these for your cattle. Wrangle up some cattle. I believe you can do it for your cattle. Pretty sure you can. Anything that needs a root crop. Or, okay, which I'm going to show you. I didn't think we'd have this much time left, but I prepared this pretty well. You can sell these for some pretty decent money. Now on Michigan Farms map, you start off with this field of sugar beet, and you start off with this machinery right here, the Panther 2. So there's your, there you go. You can see the potatoes in there. But you start off with that, a whole bunch of tractors. I changed out the tractors for the JCBs. They're quicker. I like them. Alright, now let's see if we can sell it. So you go to your sell menu, and you go down to where it says sugar beet, and then you just find the best place. It looks like it's the grain silo north, so we'll go there. Put it, you highlight it, it'll show up on your map. You can see it flashing up there in the right hand corner. Also, you can see the big green light that's coming out of the ground up there. Goes all the way up to the sky. Okay. So we will go and take this to the market. And I believe there are some productions that you can buy that that use root crops. Like I know you can do potatoes. You make French fries and stuff like that. Mashed potatoes. Ooh. It's one good thing about their trailers. Nothing falls out of your trailer if you're jumping. But I'm not real sure about their sugar beet. I'm pretty sure you can. There's probably plenty of stuff you can do with a sugar beet as far as productions. I haven't looked into that. This is just a tutorial on basically what you need to harvest sugar beet and how to go about doing it, how to plant it, how to harvest it, how to sell it, where to sell it. I noticed that a lot of people don't that play Farm Simulator, a lot of them don't like to do this because it takes a lot of time to cultivate big fields. This would be a good one for a big field because you can get a lot of money out of. So we have 12,100 liters in this bin right here. So I'm going to show you how much money we're going to make for one load. This is one load. Wow, I just keep hitting everything. You can play around like that and have fun with it. Well, maybe I'm not going to show you. Come on. Alright, well, I guess I'm not going to show you how to... Well, let me see here if I can... Alright, let's see if we can get this turned upside, right side up. What do you say there? Hey there, what do you say? It was fun. Alright, so yeah, you just you bring it to your sell point, wherever, and like I said, you saw on there, there's plenty of sell points for selling sugar beets. Okay. So you bring it here. Alright, so what did I say we have? 12,100 liters. That's in that trailer right there. So we're at 3,000. Alright, so we're gonna sell these, and then it's gonna tell you up in the right hand corner how much you get for one load. So I got $14,241 for that, just one load. So let's go back and fill up another load. I mean, 14,000 is not bad money, considering most other crops don't give you that much money. I mean, soybeans do, and sorghum probably does, but like I said, this is just a tutorial on how to do it, where to sell it, and how to start it, how to get it going. So if you really want to do sugar beet or root crops, I like this part where they've blocked that off. There's a hole. They're working on the pipe. But like I said, most people don't want to do it because it takes a long time. It doesn't make any sense to do a small field, in my opinion. I would definitely do big fields of root crop like sugar beet and potato. So I'm going to try to do, like I said, I'm going to try to do some instructional videos on like the stuff that nobody, I'm not going to say nobody shows, but like the sugar beet, like I said, a lot of people don't do the sugar beet. Potatoes, a lot of people, I mean, there are some that will do it. But it's quicker to do like wheat, barley, oats, stuff like that. Alright, so let's put our bin here. Now that our bin is empty, so we have a full load of this. So actually, this holds 26,245 liters of sugar beets in the hopper. This is, I always do this. Alright, turn on harvester, pipe out. I don't know if we're lined up or not. Oh, no, we're not. We're way off. I was hoping we would have time to do this. Let's do like this. So there's all your sugar beets. I keep wanting to call them potatoes. Alright, there we go. Now it's just going to load up. Let me... So there's your sugar beets. Okay, there's your hopper full. You saw them coming out of this conveyor belt right here. And then they come into that truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the pipe in, shut that off. And we're going to do the same thing. And I do recommend that when you get ready to sell, you go for the, I mean, everybody's go for the highest price. You don't go for the easiest. Don't go for the one that's quickest or the one that's nearest to you. You go for the highest price, because why else would you be doing this? So that's, I don't want to do that one because I think that's the train station. So the next biggest one is the 1,177. Right? Yep. So there you go. It'll load it up. We're going to try not to crash this time. So again, we have 12,100 liters. That's as far, but you can get bigger. You can get bigger trailers. Okay. So we're at $317,000 right now, because I actually sold everything before I set all this up. I sold all my equipment, and and then I went and bought everything I needed. I set it up, got it ready to go, and then I started recording. So, so I'm just going to take this one. We'll show you this one. I'm a drunk driver. You can't get a ticket in Farm Sim for drinking and driving, though, by the way. So enjoy your beverages while you're playing the game. So be on the lookout for the next tutorial, which will be potatoes. Potatoes. Alright, here we go. Coming in hot. Vroom, 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 vroom. Alright, here we go. So we're at 300. So we should get about the same amount, which was what did I say, 14,000? Yep, 14,000. Here we go. So in 2 loads, you've gotten $29,000 in 2 loads of crop. I don't know. I think, to me, that seems like a pretty good return on investment for your crop. But anyways, that's how you do the sugar beets. If there's any other crops that you want to learn how to do or haven't ever thought of doing, I'll be glad to show it in a demo. The next one, like I said, I'm going to try to do here in a little bit is potatoes. Show you all the equipment just like I did before. So we'll get back to the farm. But if you look in your map, your prices, you can go up and you can see, it'll tell you what the prices are. Like wheat is selling for $1,300 at the Frankenmuth map. You just go down the line. Sunflowers usually sell pretty good. They're down right now. Soybeans, that's a good one. There's your sorghum. Canola is a good one. Yeah, just corn is decent. Potatoes, which we're going to do next. But yeah, just figure out what you want to harvest and have as a crop. You can have multiple. So we started off, when you buy this farm, or when you start your game on New Farmer, you get a crop of sugar beets that are ready to go. And you get this right here, which is wheat, which is ready to harvest. So I can show you the price for wheat real quick. Best price for would be the Michigan Grain Mill, looks like, yeah. So Anyways, that's sugar beets in a nutshell. So the first thing you do is you come in and you cultivate your land right there. There's your cultivation, or you can harrow it like this. Depends on how you can still, it will still grow just like this. And then once you cultivate it, you plant it. So here's your sugar beets that are planted. I believe, I don't know why it did that, but anyway. Okay. Then once they're fully grown, it will tell you to remove the foliage. And we said there's two ways to do that. You can do that with a foliage remover, which is right here. Where's my foliage? Is this my foliage remover? Oh no, I did it. Anyways, you could do it with a foliage remover, and then you come in with a harvester, or you come in with an actual harvester the first time and do it all at once. Here's your foliage remover. Still got the sugar beets in there. And then you sell it. That is all there is to sugar beets. That's the down and dirty. Appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you in the next video.